Goosebumps every freaking time. The music by Naoki Sato, Godzilla, the roar, one of my favorite days of the years, guys. Godzilla 70 today. Holy hell, can you believe it? 1954, we saw this monster stomping onto the screens in Japan, and he has captivated our attention, our imagination of a force of nature that is still just dominating pop culture, entertainment, however you want to look at it. He's here to stay. 70 years and he's still going strong. Just last year, well, this year technically, he won the Oscar for best visual effects, first time ever with this particular movie. Because what better way to celebrate Godzilla Day than watching this incredible masterpiece by director Takashi Yamazaki that Toho did? Like, oh my God, this movie, like, I think we all knew it was going to be good from that trailer. We got the vibe, and it was like, yes, this is Godzilla. But nothing against what legendary MonsterVerse, because clearly that is captivating audiences, as Godzilla Kong, the New Empire, was #1 in the box office, and not only that, #1 in the MonsterVerse franchise. So it's here to stay as well, and it's kick ass. Loving that other side of it. But when you think about the origins, where this this creature, this character came from, this film embraced it and reimagined it in a way that was just so moving and powerful that people couldn't deny. Hollywood could not deny, from the budget of being around $10 million, which is insane, to making this movie just absolutely incredible through the performances of the characters. We often talk about Godzilla movies like, who cares about the humans? We just want to see the monsters fight, right? You get this movie, and all of a sudden this story, this character-driven story, hits you so hard that it's just like you can't deny its greatness. So obviously, guys, it's so good to see everyone here. Thank you for showing up for the Bat Channel on Godzilla Day with our Monarch Monstar stream. I'm going to give you guys time to pull up your Godzilla film, whether you got it on DVD, you got it on Netflix, streaming, however you want to do it. Pull up Godzilla -1. I would love to hear from you guys. I'll set up a poll in just a moment to see if you're watching the colored version or minus color, because I always find that curious. I have mine on Netflix right now. I also own it, but I figured I was just going to make it easy because I have it logged in on this particular computer. But go ahead, get it ready. I can't show it. Toho would definitely take us down faster than I could say, oh no, it's Godzilla. So go ahead, pull it up now. We'll give you guys some time. And Red Hooded Outlaw already coming in with a $5 super chat saying, hey, TBC, you play Kong Survival Instincts yet? Oh, yeah, the new MonsterVerse game from 7 levels. I have. I know I said I was looking at, doing it on a Twitch stream. I actually beat it just last night. But I haven't had the chance or the money to go out and buy like the equipment to start doing Twitch streams, with Grease, the little baby Bat Channel on the way. Just haven't had time to like go and do that. As you can imagine, it's been crazy. So give me a little bit of a break there, but maybe we'll do a review. I'll put that in a poll. I could do a review, or I could do streaming when I do get the equipment. I just haven't had time to go out and get all that set up yet. But thank you for the question. It's an interesting game. If you want like quick review, I don't know if it's worth $25, I think is what it was on sale for, but like maybe when it goes on a bigger discount like Game Pass or something like that, I think great. It is a fun game. It's not quite the type of game I normally play, where it's that 2D maze kind of thing going on, like the old Jurassic Park arcade games, but it's fun. I thought they actually did a really, really good job considering all the games they've done in the past. So 7 levels, congrats to them, because it was actually pretty good. Corey, can you play Red Hood Outlaw a little something to say thank you for that $5 super chat? Oh my gosh, thank you, Corey. I love that one. That's always such a good one. Oh man, you guys are already coming in hot with the super chats. Thank you so much. Our boy Bat Dan's Thoughts, who needs to quit with the feathers, says, instead Godzilla -2. I kind of want to see a Kong -1. Let's get another MonsterVerse going. Kaijus are here to stay. That's an interesting thought, Batman. Like, what if Toho kind of got the reins back for Kong? Because they had to get the licensing to do the original King Kong versus Godzilla. I think, what was that, 1962, 64, maybe? I can't recall the exact year, but yeah, that'd be interesting to see what Toho would do with Kong. I'd be down for that. That'd be cool. Maybe even get Mecha Kong again. That'd be kind of crazy. Corey, can you play a little something to say thank you to BDT? Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you guys. As always, just to go through some of the pleasantries real quick of YouTube, because everyone knows. What's up, Ryan? It's good to see you, buddy. Follow us on one of our social media pages. We're going crazy on Instagram right now for Godzilla Day, posting all the themes that are coming out. So Instagram is a great one, but you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at _Bat Channel, or if you're still on Facebook at Holy Bat Channel. It's just a great way to get in touch with us, message us what's going on in your lives or what you want to know about our lives, or just, hanging out. It's just a really fun way. Some of you have actually even sent us news about Godzilla or Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, or even some other DC related thing. All just entertainment in general. You guys have been sending us some really cool stuff. So I love hearing from you guys. So follow us on one of those social media pages, and it helps us out seriously so much when you smash that like, you share, so subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Our goal is 10,000 subs. We just passed 3,000, so we got a ways to go, but we can't get there without you guys spreading the good word of the Bat Channel and just hanging out with us. Like I said earlier, we can't show the Godzilla -1 movie because Toho would take us down because of copyright. So this is just kind of like a theater experience. If you're like me and you didn't have a chance to go see the re-release in theaters this weekend, I actually bought tickets to go, but Wonder Wife wasn't feeling well for obvious reasons, and now the dog isn't feeling well, so it's just, I had to stay home. I had to be an adult and not completely nerd out with Godzilla. But that, as you can see, I got all my Godzilla stuff. I got all my Godzilla movies. I've been doing a marathon all weekend, so life is good. It's a damn good time to be a Godzilla fan, which is why I have to bring out the best co-host I could ever ask for, who was a Kong fan and would used to tease me, laugh at me, poke fun at me for being a Godzilla fan. Literally just all the humiliating things of, teasing, as an older brother does. But now this film changed his mind, ladies and gentlemen. This was the movie that he said, wait a second here. There's something special about Godzilla. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bro Corey.
You are more beautiful than a hot dog and a beer at Wrigley Field on opening day.
What's up, buddy? How we doing today?
Got the, because of that quote, is that true? Would you agree with that? Is this film more beautiful? Is there anything possible to be more beautiful than a beer and a hot dog at Wrigley Field on opening day? Is that possible?
Man,
you being a Cubs fan,
that's tough. I don't know if I can answer that one, buddy. Like, Chicago dogs, man. Chicago dogs are the jam, buddy. Man, this movie was definitely top tier, though, bro. Definitely top tier. So, this movie led me to buy this shirt right here.
Hey, that makes me so happy. When Corey caught me, we did if you haven't seen our spoiler-free review, definitely check that on our channel. It's one of my favorite reviews because you and I did, in a weird way, a deep dive without spoiling anything. And I don't know how we did that.
Yeah, that was a great review, buddy. That was a lot of fun.
I agree. There's so many great moments. So I definitely recommend you guys checking out that review. to kind of get our full thoughts on it. This is just us hanging out with you guys, kind of creating a theater-like experience and just a good time of watching. Corey, maybe would you agree with this? What's up, Benzilla? Dude, it's great to see you, man. And I'll set the poll up in just a moment to see what you guys are saying. But Corey, would you agree with this? This is not only just a good Godzilla movie. I think so many people, that's the quick thing they say. It's like, it's the best Godzilla movie. I would take that label off of putting it as a Godzilla, a kaiju science fiction movie, and just saying this is one of the best movies in cinema history. Like it belongs in like maybe the top 100 list of all-time great cinemas films, cinema flicks.
Absolutely, bro. Like that's without a doubt the truth there. I think about this. This movie has just about everything I hate about movies in it, so like if you would have been like, hey, Corey, you want to go see a Godzilla movie in theaters, like I would be like, oh, okay, I was never really a big Godzilla guy back then. So, well, years ago, I was starting to get with Trey, but I was always a Kong guy. So I was like, okay, cool, Godzilla, whatever. Didn't really watch the old Japanese ones. Well, never watched the old Japanese ones unless Trey was playing them on TV, and I usually wasn't paying attention. The next big thing is, it's subtitles. So I'm definitely not going to watch, a movie in theaters that's subtitles, because to me, subtitles always like takes me away from like the scenery and what's going on in the background. So it's like I'm like too focused in on the words. So this is not a movie that that typically meets my criteria. But dude, when I saw that trailer, I was like, oh snap, this looks actually fire. Saw it, fell in love with it, completely changed my mind about all things Godzilla. Yeet. And now I'm hooked, man. I bought my first Godzilla t-shirt. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like watching I like Monarch Monsters a little bit better now, like I'm kind of forget the DC stuff, forget the Super Bro Corey stuff. Yeet. We going to be watching Godzilla all the time now. Yeet.
I like that. Corey, have you checked out any Godzilla films since, other than obviously you and I went to go see Godzilla Kong: The New Empire? Have you checked out any other Godzilla movies since then? I know you've been busy, especially at work has been nuts for you the last couple of months.
No, sir, I have not been, because, hey, Taladia, I have not been because I thought it'd be cool to potentially do a series with you on here someday where it's like, oh, a Kong fan, first time watching, whatever. So we've seen Godzilla, so I'd like to start seeing more. So I've watched this movie a lot of times.
Wow,
yeah.
That makes me happy to hear that you've. Yeah. How many times did you say you've watched it? I mean, it's not a competition. Me, my number has gotten ridiculous now, but
I'm probably this will be like my 8th or so.
Damn, I'm actually shocked about that. There's not a lot of films you do that to.
No, this one is badass, dude. I'm excited. I've never seen Godzilla -1 and minus color. So that's how, I was saving it for tonight. So I've watched I'm typically a full color guy. That's typically the way I roll. Even with It's a Wonderful Life that may have been watched recently. I'm usually the color side of things. So I'm excited to try it tonight without color.
I'll do this. Whichever in the poll wins, if majority says color, I'll watch the color version. If you guys say if the majority is black and white, I'll do the black and white version as well. I'll do minus color. Okay. So because right now I just have the color one because that was the quick one that I could just put up on Netflix. So, man, I'm so excited. I freaking love this movie.
Oracle though has a $5 super chat. Thank you, Oracle.
Hey, Oracle coming in saying, Trey, don't forget the boy or girl poll for Baby Bat Channel.
Yep. We gotta do that today, too.
Yeah, we did kind of run out of time after our Van Helsing Halloween stream for that. So I at the end of this stream, I promise we'll do a gender poll. We'll find out next Saturday what if you guys are right. So all the funness. Corey, can you play Oracle a little something to say thank you? You're the best, Oracle. Thank you.
Ooh. This is a tough one.
Oh, Corey's struggling.
Let's see. You know what? We're gonna do this one for Oracle.
It was so great that Godzilla Kong actually kind of got the closest you could get to that kind of crazy campiness of a scene. But thank you so much, Oracle. I appreciate you. Man, it's so great. Corey, let's talk about a couple of things real quick, because obviously it's Godzilla Day. Japan has been doing all their celebrations over at Toho.
What are they doing?
Getting people excited. There's a few announcements. Nothing too major other than what kind of came right before Godzilla Day, which was Takashi Yamazaki officially announced that he is returning to direct a Godzilla film. Now, he didn't say Godzilla -1 sequel, which I thought was interesting. And neither did Toho's official announcement. They just said a new Godzilla film directed by Takashi Yamazaki is on its way. Corey, just because this is the big deal, right? This film's so great. What do you think? Do you think they have to do a sequel, or at this point it's like whatever Takashi wants to do, let him do, and if it's not a direct sequel, it won't be a letdown for you. You'd be still interested.
Well, you're gonna have to tell me here. Is there really sequels in Godzilla movies? Or are they all just kind of their, like, minus MonsterVerse, obviously, but like in the old Japanese Godzilla ones, like, is there really a Godzilla 1, Godzilla 2 type vibe on these types of things on the older?
There kind of is, like, some of the Heisei and Showa era definitely did sequels. Even some of the Millennium era did like a couple sequels. Like, one of my favorites is Godzilla Against Mecha Godzilla, which was one of the newer ones. I think it came out in like 2001, and then it came out with the sequel of Tokyo SOS. So they have the Heisei era with the 90s. They did a lot. You could kind of go like from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah to Godzilla versus Mothra, and Godzilla versus Biollante, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, Godzilla versus Destroyer. Those are all kind of connected in some way. I mean, you might not get like direct references, but it's the same Godzilla design, and it's kind of the same aftermath of what they're continuing on with. So there's definitely some sequels out there, especially the first Godzilla movie, and then the second one with Godzilla Raids Again with my boy Anguirus. So can't go wrong with that.
Then I think you could do a Godzilla -1 -2 sequel, but I don't know if it's necessarily required, because there's something just so perfect about Godzilla -1 in its entirety by itself. I don't know if we need a sequel to it, I'm okay with just him directing it. I think is my best answer. Whatever route he wants to go works for me.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Guys, I'll be closing the poll of how you're watching Godzilla -1 in just a moment, and this will be the next poll. I'll ask if you want the new Godzilla film to be a sequel or a standalone, kind of like -1 was first initially discussed as. Because I'm curious. I agree with you, though, Corey. I think it's one of those films that doesn't -1. If they left it alone, I would be okay with it. They do bring up a lot of questions if this is your first time watching -1, especially at the end. There's a lot of where are they going with that I would like answered. But at the same time, it's so perfect that hopefully, and I believe this with Takashi Yamazaki, that he wouldn't say he would come back. And even Toho was like, we're not going to rush to do a sequel or any Godzilla film unless if we have the right story. So the fact that they're like, yes, Takashi has the right story here, let's go with it. I trust it and I appreciate that attitude rather than it made money. Let's just throw money at it so it gets, a sequel. So it's a tough film to beat. This film, a lot of people have said it rivals the original 1954 Gojira film. So I don't know how you beat it. I don't know how you create a story that is so moving and powerful that it just hits the mark again. But if it does, watch out for Takashi Yamazaki, because this dude is a genius. I mean, I already think he's a genius. I've seen some of the other stuff he's done, and I think he's on to something. I think he's just going to be one of those new renowned directors that people go after for. I mean, we've already seen it. Hollywood's after him now. So I know, we'll see. Beth 10 says, I think we should learn a lesson from Joker too. Yeah, I have thoughts about that. I didn't even go watch it because I was in Greece when it came out. But yeah, I have some thoughts but I want to watch it first.
Well, like when I think of great sequels, I think you know what I think
of. Back to the Future, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or Indiana Jones. What is your go-to sequel that you think hit the mark?
What do I think, Trey?
Oh, Top Gun Maverick. So that was stupid. I shouldn't have said it.
Yes. Top Gun Maverick. Let me talk about Top Gun Maverick for a second. No. Top Gun Maverick, fantastic sequel. Twisters, another great sequel. A sequel standalone. So I guess that would be okay. I'd be okay with that, with Godzilla -1, like kind of a sequel standalone type thing.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you would be down for something like that. Like maybe it's in the same world, but it could be 20 years down the road, and we have a whole new set of characters.
Yeah, because do we want the same people there?
I think they got to answer what happens to one of the characters. I think they got to answer that. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, Corey, I had to change the background real quick. I was like, ooh, I'm digging. I love how this is celebrating all the 70 years of Godzilla. So, guys, let us know in the chat if you are ready to go. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, man. Yeah, let us know in the chat if you're ready, and we'll get this show on the road. I got my popcorn. I got my Godzilla drink. We're ready to go. Hell, I even have my Godzilla cup holder from 1998. But another thing to discuss about sorry, Corey, can you go back one more so we can talk about it real quick? They are doing a couple of other things, like there's going to be a little game that it's hard to describe. It's like a keychain game, almost like those Grow-a-Pets that, oh my god, I can't even remember how long ago that was, but it will be a collaboration with Godzilla and one of my personal favorite shows when I was growing up as a kid, Digimonsters. That whole thing was, Digimon was so freaking awesome. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon, the champions. Oh my god, Greymon was totally my boy back then. He was basically Godzilla in a way. But yeah, they're doing that. They're doing a 4K set that it's a little bit ridiculously priced with $432 for 6 movies are going to be re-released in 4K. They are doing a short film release of $40 for the Godzilla short films that had Jet Jaguar and King Ghidorah. I haven't seen the new short film. I heard they actually took it down because they're releasing it on DVD, which is unfortunate. But it's part of the deal. And then they're doing a card game. So there was some minor announcement. They released a couple of statues and stuff of one of Anguirus that I thought was pretty cool. So there is stuff like that. But once again, what a damn good time it is to be a Godzilla fan. Seriously, 70 years later. And what's up, Orc and Beans, my man? Just a reminder, my birthday is next weekend, and that movie box set is looking really nice week. I love you, Orc, but $432 is a lot. maybe you never know. Maybe we start a GoFundMe, man. We'll see. If you guys want to donate to the fund for Orc and Beans, it's his birthday. We'll celebrate. Happy early birthday, buddy. Obviously I'll text you next week, but hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you and Rachel are good. But Corey, go ahead and go to the next slide. As we were talking about all the things that are coming up with Godzilla and this wonderful character and just the Monsterverse, look what's going on right now. The Monsterverse Declassified book just came out from the Kickstarter program. The Kong Survival Instincts game just came out. You got the Godzilla Kong sequel already confirmed. They're starting to work on it. You know, it'll be a few years before we see it, but you got Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2. And you even have, I really hope this one goes down, Corey, but the O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son, who was in Godzilla King of the Monsters, wonderful actor. And it just seems like a really cool dude and a big Godzilla fan. He's been talking with Toho about doing his animated series and showed us some of the concept art that showed like Gigan and a whole bunch of other Toho kaiju monsters. And like, I want him to get it. I need him to get it. I hope they sign. I was kind of hoping they would announce like, hey, they're doing it, but unfortunately we haven't got anything just yet. No confirmation, but the concept art looks great. I've seen Biolante in it, so I'm completely down. Toho, if you're listening, please give O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Legendary the rights to do this show, because I am down. I want it. I think it would benefit the Monsterverse because we need to see more Toho monsters in there. I mean, it's not needed, but we all want it. So just do it. Just please give it to us. But yeah, man. Hey, Kaiju Junkie saying Internet Archive better come in clutch. Arriving with the new short film. Hey, right, Kaiju. I know I wanted to see. I was gonna do a reaction to it, but once I heard they took it down, I was kind of like, oh man, sad. But Josh says, I just bought a PS5 off my dad, and the visual for my Godzilla PS4 game looks amazing. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I dig that. Yeah, I have that game too. I was planning on playing. I was gonna do some Gigabash with the Wonder Wife today to play some Godzilla games, but we'll see. You know right now. Corey, what's the chat saying? Are they ready to go here pretty much?
Oh, they ready, big fella.
Oh, we ready. Corey, before we begin, I know I keep saying that, but I feel bad. We haven't actually said hello to everyone in the chat. Who's all here today?
Yeah, man, we have quite a few people in the chat today. We have Dadpool, Wayne Enterprises, Tamakazu 1954, Akio Lee. We have Taladia Plays. We have Good Soldiers Follow Order 66. King Donkey Kong, Darth Starkiller Unleashed, Kaiju Crazy Craig Rowland, The Batman Who Laughs, hashtag Restore the Snyderverse Guy, Pred Alien, Bat Fanatic, Oracle's Clock Tower, The Butler, Beyond the Night, Nine Lives in Hell here, Joker's Wild, Red Hooded Outlaw, Carrie Kelly, Trevor H, Batman's Thoughts, let's see, Warzone, Ryan Swayze, Benzilla Music, Will 2022, Crash the Purple Puppet, Kaiju Junkie, Orc and Beans, Windu R Music. Did I miss anybody? Sergeant Giratina, King Donkey Kong, Super Bat Mom, and I think we got some people filing in still.
Awesome. Well, guys,
Jeff Franz is in the house.
What's up, buddy?
Jeff Franks.
Just Franks. I like it. That's dope. And I love how he has the Godzilla 2000 on his profile. Is that with a gun too?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's Snyder's Godzilla right there, and I dig it. That's awesome. Well, guys, hopefully you have it ready. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, I can't show the movie.
The Via Showdown.
What's up, Via Showdown? Good to see you, buddy. Pull it up on Netflix, Fandango, digital media, wherever you got, or if you got the DVD 4K collection set, which I'm definitely going to order that soon. Pull it up now. Hopefully you guys are ready to go.
What's that one, Trey?
So we did a poll that said, how are you watching Godzilla -1? Are you doing the -1 or minus color? And out of 30 votes, 33% said they're watching it in black and white.
Wow,
that's awesome. I'm actually glad to hear that, because I know not everyone digs that. Sarah doesn't like it, I know. And then you guys are doing the regular one, 66% with color. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that one. I have mine pulled up now then.
Hey, Trey.
Yes, sir.
The YouTube thing link. So many
Oh,
years.
we'll show that after. Let's do that after
Okay.
so we can get going on it. But all right, guys, I hope you have your headphones, you got your TV ready to go, your popcorn, candy, sushi, or noodles, however you guys want to celebrate with Godzilla Day. All that deliciousness. All right, let's do it. Godzilla -1 coming down in 3, 2, 1. Hey. All right. All right, I'll set the next poll while we're at it too, asking about the new Godzilla film of how you guys would like to see that continue. All right, there you go. The new poll has started. What are you hoping the new Godzilla film from Toho and director Takashi Yamazaki is? -1 sequel, standalone? Who cares? It's more Godzilla. What's up, Brogu? Good to see you, buddy. Hates a lot of you. Oh, I love the Godzillasaurus design in this.
Right.
The roar is so haunting, man.
I agree, Jeffrey.
Absolutely, dude. Jeffrey is spot on with that. Oh,
Yeah. His eyes are insane.
right. Oh,
I do love Menace Godzilla, bro.
yeah, Benzilla. You can feel that vibe about this too. They kind of went for that kind of nightmarish. Oh,
Khan would break his jaw. King
big
Kong
fella.
fighting that Godzilla? Absolutely. You don't think so?
Which one? Which Kong? We talking
Uh,
Monsterverse Kong? We talking Peter Jackson's Kong?
we're talking Monster Kong.
Monsterverse? Well, then, yeah. I mean, he's like taller,
Yeah, so you're submitting
but
to King
I
Kong
think
right
it'd still
now.
be a fight.
Oh, you think it'd be a
Kong
fight
got trouble
still?
with the helicopters, dude.
Oracle's Clock Tower says, who did the music again at the Bat Channel?
Naoki Sato. Great album. If you haven't bought it, you should.
I own it.
I do.
Digital, vinyl.
I actually ordered the vinyl.
Figures.
You know me, big fella. Yeah. Oh, gotta don't exactly focus on it, but yeah. I heard they came out with an extended album copy that I need to get. Not sure how many more tracks are on it.
That's the most ridiculous cup in the world.
Which one?
What you're drinking out of.
I had trouble getting it out, so I just picked it up. It was like, hey, man. Had to figure out something to use it for.
Give the camera a show.
Oh, yeah. This is here. The cup holder was from the 1998 Taco Bell Godzilla thing.
I wonder how much that thing costs nowadays.
I can't imagine very much. I'm sure there's some Godzilla collector out there somewhere that's like, I need it, but I'll never part with it. How crazy, man. Could you imagine that? Having to care for a child at that age and a ruined city. Just shows you the strength of the Japanese people at that time, man. All right. I'm gonna end the poll for what are you hoping the new Godzilla film is? Sequel, standalone, or who cares? So I'll give you guys 2 more minutes to vote on it, and then we'll close it and we'll see what you guys say. I'm curious on that one. Just to give you guys an idea, 3,000 Japanese yen equals to $19.61 in US.
Hmm.
Which would estimate, if you look at it, 1961 $19.61 in 1945 would equal to about $343.50 for, you know, bonus initial pay. Crazy.
Got caught into the Godzilla minus one minus color.
Mm.
I'm liking it. I do too.
Yeah. It's a great supporting cast. Everyone in this, man. They understood the assignment. All right, let's end this poll. Okay. What are you hoping the new Godzilla film from Toho and director Kashi Yamazaki is? Out of
Mm.
30 votes, 10% said standalone.
Stay here as long as you can.
20% said, "Who cares? More Godzilla." I like that answer. It's yeah, it's a fair answer. uh, and then of course 70% says minus one sequel. That's awesome. Yeah, I agree.
I love that scene so much.
Yeah.
Bambi.
Jeffrey, is this your first time watching the black and white?
Yes,
Minus color?
he did say it was.
You did say that? Okay. Thank you. Watching this movie in 4DX was kind of crazy too.
Hmm.
It was a bit of a terrifying experience. There's a couple times I almost fell on my chair.
Hmm.
The calm before the storm, you know. It was a great scene because it gives you this sense of healing and
Hmm.
a possibility of redemption. You know, there's that hope that maybe everything's gonna be okay. And then his past comes back. His ghost will not let him go. Yeah, that's right, Oracle. Yeah, it does feel like a roller coaster. I'm personally not a fan of 4DX. I think it's cool. I think if you're into it, have fun with it. But to me, it kind of it's hard to pay attention to the film when you're doing this, you know.
What's up, Blade?
What up, Blade? Happy Godzilla Day, man.
Actually, we want some Dino Gut Curry.
I know gut curry.
Dino Guts. It's a little teaser for y'all.
With our boy Koji, all those watch parties we've been doing. Yeah, you guys are in for a treat on that one. Blade says one thing I heard from Godzilla's theme in the scene where Godzilla's swimming after the boat, you can hear air raid signs. Yeah, it's a brilliant way to kind of incorporate that tension because it's like it's almost instinctive for humans. You know, when we hear that noise, it's kind of like, ooh, you know, duck and cover, get out of the way, you know.
Hmm. Hmm. Just realized I'm still having the Top Gun background.
This kind of gives you that Batman. Yeah, this film at the end gives you a bit of a Top Gun Godzilla crossover. Corey, it's absolutely your background's absolutely terrifying.
I know I like this one a lot.
It's a good one. It makes it feel like you're on another boat and seeing your friends get chased, and it's like staring you down. He's like, I'm gonna get you.
Da, 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 da. Do you think the re-release will do well? I heard it is only in selected theaters in the United States.
Uh, I don't think it did great, Blade. Like not nothing like noticeable to be like, oh my god, you know, like the initial release was in the box office where it just kicked ass. Um, but I think it did well. I think people showed up this weekend. I know in my theater where I got tickets, it was halfway sold. But they put it in the smaller theater. It wasn't in like their big Dolby where I watched it the first 5 times. So it was like maybe 10 people per showing in that in this weekend's re-release. But Colorado has always been terrible. So we'll see. I don't think there was a big film that came out this weekend. Can't recall. Yeah, there was nothing major that released this last weekend. So maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see how it did in the box office. I'd be
Mm.
curious though, Blade. But from what I heard, I haven't seen anything. Box Office Mojo, which usually reports on the weekend, hasn't said anything crazy. Jeffrey Warzone 42 says, fun fact, Bikini Hotel is the same place the Bikini Bottom is in SpongeBob, and in canon to SpongeBob was a nuke test mutating to sea life. Nickelodeon actually uses that same explosion. I did not know that.
Hmm.
I've never watched SpongeBob, but I'll have to look that up. That's cool.
Hmm.
Batman says, Trey, you never watched SpongeBob. What was wrong with you? I watched better things like Dragon Ball Z. I was into that with Batman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, you know, hell, even the 1998 Godzilla American animation series that they did. A brief stint of watching Yu-Gi-Oh! I was kind of into Yu-Gi-Oh! For a bit. Blade says, "How do you feel about the sequel that was greenlit for?" Super stoked about it. If it is a sequel, I know they didn't quite fully come out and say it. Just kept calling it a new Godzilla film. I feel like it has to be a sequel, though. We did a poll just a moment ago, and everyone seems to think it's a sequel, and I think it will be too. I just thought it was interesting that they didn't full out say sequel to -1. I did hear from the New York Comic Con that Takashi Yamazaki was at, said he would like to do Hedorah potentially as a next film. Which, if you're not familiar with Hedorah, he may have heard him called the smog monster, the pollution kaiju, which I think that is a brilliant direction to go to with the type of universe they've set up in this -1 film. It makes sense to me to do Hedorah. If you're gonna try to put another kaiju in there, to potentially one that relates to Godzilla in a way of what he's doing to Japan in this film, he's a menace. I think having a pollution monster is the right choice. It makes sense to me. Rather than like an alien, some outer force, another Godzilla, I think it's smart to do it this way. Great question, Blade.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Ugh.
You like Dragon Ball GT, Trey?
Dragon Ball GT, the Grand Tour. Yeah, dude. It's not as good as Z. Um, but the thing I love about GT is Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4, I don't care what anyone says, that's the greatest Super Saiyan. Over Super Saiyan God, all that stuff. Super Saiyan 4, greatest design. They need to find a way to reincorporate in Dragon Ball Super. Great question, dude. I love Dragon Ball. What's insane to me is how good the water is.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
I love this scene so much.
We should do a rescore, Corey. Add the Jaws thing. Bum, 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 bum.
We did it!
Oh, oh, chills.
You got steer your boat in zigzags, my man.
Yeah. Oh, just doesn't even freaking blink.
Damn. We did not appreciate that.
Oof. Ugh. Oh, love the freaking chime. Boom. Oh. Joshua says, I want Hedora in a feature film and possibly even in the Monsterverse if they would allow it. Yeah, I think the Monsterverse is going to try to start game planning the end. Kind of the last arc, maybe a last trilogy of sorts. I think their goal is to get to a destroy all monsters moment, and because at some point they're gonna have to put a cap on it. Otherwise, it's just gonna get continuously outlandish to where I just don't want them to go to like a Batman and Robin route where it's just redonkulous.
I agree
Red
with
Hood
that,
Outlaw
Law.
says, "I've seen buddies go through that type of nervous breakdown. Breaks your heart every time, dog." Yeah, yeah, understandable. Blade says, "I feel like the -1 timeline Hedora might have been discovered during the space race. If Toho was going to bring back his outer space origin, yeah, they could do that. I almost feel like, though, I don't know. I feel like with the messaging that they kind of did with this movie, I feel like they would try to make it more of an earth pollution kind of thing going on. Like it's man's fault. It's man's punishment, for hurting the earth. But yeah, it'd be cool if they did do that. I'd be curious. I just thought of a new poll, Corey. I mean, I'll put it up.
Mm.
All right. The next poll is up.
Mm.
What type of behavior do you prefer for Godzilla? Protector, the hero, menace, the villain, or both? Kind of like what Monsterverse just started doing, where he can kind of play both sides. Joshua says, "Oh, by the way, Legendary Response responded about your kaiju design for the Monsterverse. What did? Let me know. DM me. Let me know what they said. That's awesome, dude. I'm happy. I'm glad they finally got back to you about it.
What do you prefer, Trey?
Mhm.
Menace or Guardian?
That's tough to say. I've always liked the hero because it means Godzilla will usually survive. um, but I feel like the stories are better and hit harder when he's the menace, when he's the symbol of, rather than a superhero, he's a symbol of nature's wrath, you know, and mankind's punishment.
I love like I personally love Menace Godzilla.
I'd be curious to see what everyone says because I mean it's a debate. I constantly see like why are they always making Godzilla this like superhero action figure thing, you know? And then you get some people who are like, oh no, his origins are it's the villain, the menace, you know. But then there's people that just love when Godzilla's duking it out with another kaiju, which I can't blame them. Ah, it hurts
Hmm.
when he's just like, please, like it's like you know what that scene reminds me of? One of the best scenes in Batman history is from the animated movie Batman Mask of the Phantasm with Kevin Conroy. And he's at the grave
Mm.
of his parents and he's like, please, let me let me give up my crusade. Like he's like talking to his dead parents and he's like, just I want to live. I want to be rid of this pain because he's in love. He wants to live with this girl and be at peace. And it's like you can't let go of them, you know. It's like you still have a mission, you have a war to finish. And I think that's freaking heavy.
Mm.
Oof.
His facial expressions there.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to our dad about it, and he was talking about their experience growing up, in that time with the Cold War and having to practice bomb tests. The you know duck under your bed at school, under your desk at school,
Because that would
and
help.
he used to say just like he was smart enough to kind of know just like that, like what good would that have done being under my
Mm.
desk, but like I think about the fear that they would have gone through hearing that noise that immediately makes your hair stick up and the chill run up your spine of like, oh shit, it's go time. Thank you, Blade. Appreciate that, dude. You can also, if we have an Instagram, same the underscore bat channel, just subscribe to us here and like that way we can hear from you wherever you're at. But I'll check Twitter in just a moment.
It's pretty cool. I'll bring it up, Trey.
Oh, will you? Cool. Well, you already saw it. See, Corey, guys, that's why I say he's the best co-host that I could ever ask for. And you get this classic shot. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Oh, did you draw that?
Yeah, looks really cool.
That's pretty good. You got the scales down. It looks like the classic 1954. I see the eyebrows with the eyes, man. That's pretty good. That's
I
solid.
like it. That's
Well
sweet,
done,
man.
bro.
Thanks for sharing.
D-Man 1954 Gojira. I saw that you tagged him as well. He's a good dude. Love his channel. It's a great channel. Was just chatting with actually Dangerville this morning, just wishing him a happy Godzilla Day. We're all just having a good time, man. That's what I love about this community. We're just it's like a crazy time to be a Godzilla fan. So crazy. Oh. Oh. This scene right here, man, is to me, this is the moment, like, this film stamped even harder that it's like masterpiece. Oh,
I love this so much.
and now I become death, the destroyer of worlds. Ah,
Mm.
get a train to Busan with Godzilla.
Mm. Hey Trey, if you send it to me, I'll show it.
Yeah, can you, Crash, can you send it to me again so that way I have it, like, Frank? Because I think you and I have, like, a long chat list going on now, so if you could just, like, put it so that way I can send it to Corey easily, so I don't have to go digging for it. Let me know when you do, and I'll grab it. Freaking admiring his work. He's like, "Look at my mushroom cloud." Aw, you the best, Oracle. Thank you, girl.
Oracle's Clock Tower says, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bat Channel. Love these guys.
Ha! Godzilla!
You just had to play that to ease the mood right there, huh? Screaming at the camera, screaming at Godzilla. You're like, "Subscribe!" Oh, got my Regeneration G1 soda here, you know?
I agree, Oracle. Scream is bone chilling.
Yeah. Oh,
He sent it, Trey.
Cool. I'll pull it up now. Thanks, Joshua. Love showcasing all your guys' talent. Oh yeah, it's still so cool every time I look at it.
Hmm.
All right, here's Crash's design, his kaiju design that he actually sent to Legendary. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that's very cool.
I love that you had to make extra like pages to fit it all because you made it so big. I respect that. I just love that it's like a Hydra looking creature. The Mort Drago. Am I saying that right, Joshua? Mort Drago? You can write in the chat a little description about Mort Drago's origins.
All right, TikTok Godzilla 157.
Oh, cool, Corey. So I just looked up what Watasumi is, which he calls this Operation Doc. Operation Watasumi is a
Yeah.
Japanese word that refers to a legendary dragon and water deity in Japanese mythology.
Hmm.
Watasumi, which translates to great deity of the sea, the dragon god.
Crash the Purple Puppet also said his name is Mort Drago, meaning dead dragon.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I was right. Mort Dragon or Mort Drago. Yeah.
What's up, Hydra 54?
It's like a Joker kaiju of chaos. I dig that, Crash. That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
For a time check, we're right about an hour and 12 minutes. A little bit before. All right, guys, I'm about to close the poll for what type of behavior do you prefer Godzilla as? Protector hero, menace villain, or both?
Hmm.
Go ahead and
I'm
submit
rooting for
your.
the menace.
You're in for the menace.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All right. What type of behavior do you prefer for Godzilla? Out of 31 votes, oh man, it's a bit of Corey. We have a two-way tie again.
Yay.
Menace, villain, protector, hero are both at 25%, and both is at I don't know why it's at decimals, but both is basically at 48% or 50% is if you do the math. But
So wait, menace and heroes tied,
menace and
and
hero
then
tied.
both is ahead.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, bro.
That makes it for an interesting,
Both.
both. Whichever one really fits the story.
Welcome to the battalion.
Of course, the debate continues. Yeah.
How do you feel about Rigula's design? If I pronounced that right.
Rajula's was that Blade's design?
Yep.
Let me pull it back up.
Batman's Thought said, with a $2 super chat, Trey, do a shit Godzilla a la Godzilla a la half feathers poll.
Nope.
I got an idea.
No, actually, yeah. You know what, Batan? Because you gave us a $2 super chat, should have been 20. I'll go ahead and do it for you.
This one's also for you, Batman.
Such a troll. All right, it's up. Go ahead and vote. Immune to lava, fire, magma, so Buddy could walk into Rodan's home and chill with him all day long without getting a scratch. That's dope. I dig that.
Yeah, Batman, you're a troll. It's crazy to think, though, that this is the last non-Christmas movie you watch this year, because I know every time this time of the year, you just like switch over and watch Christmas movies 24/7. Merry Christmas, Batman.
Merry Christmas, Batman. That's a cool plane. I ain't gonna lie. I'd fly it. Tachiba.
I'm actually surprised, Shay, that you made the poll the way you made the poll. I thought you were going to do Batman super chat question: should Godzilla have feathers? And say yes, Godzilla should not have feathers, and no, Godzilla absolutely should not have feathers. So both questions answered would be.
Oh, so I thought about just doing no and no, but you know what? I figured He gave the $2 super chat. He's been bringing it up ever since. Maybe this will finally shut him down if I'm fair about it. So I'll be fair. Where'd you send it, Blade? Did you send it through Twitter, Instagram?
All right, I got it. Here it is, Trey.
Oh, that from your profile pic. Dude. Wait, is that
sweet looking as well?
You know what this kind of like it's giving me like some if Godzilla and Caesar, King Caesar did a fusion frenzy with also Titanosaurus. Kind of got like a wolf dinosaur vibe to it, and I dig it. That's dope. Nice, Blade. I dig
I like
it.
that
Give us some origin story in the chat, my man. I gotta know more.
Maybe the feathers got burned off by the atomic blast, Batman.
Not just that, Batman. For the final time, we talk about scientific accuracy. Not all theropods had feathers, as far as we know. Some did, some didn't. Deal with it. I dig it. That's cool, Blade. That's awesome.
That can be arranged, Batman.
I'm surprised Corey's not. Oh my God, Corey. That's actually an awesome pick, man.
Right.
I love that. That's awesome. Respect. All right, people. I'll give a couple more minutes on the Bat Dan super chat question. Let's just put it to rest already.
Casually Crazy Craig Wellen asks if he can block Batman and if we can make that a poll.
See what you've done. See what you've done.
Oh, Trevor H. Oh, Death Star Killer said, give in to your hate. And Trevor H says, do it.
I respect that. Mm. They gotta walk so cool away from it and be like, we give you the future. All right, how long has this poll been open?
I think we can shut it down now.
We shut it down. Okay. So if you haven't voted on Bat Dad's super chat poll, it's gonna be up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Here. That Dan, you better have not paid for any bots to vote incorrectly. Well, out of 31 votes.
See you next time, Blade.
See you, Blade. Have a good night, bud. Happy Godzilla Day, brother. Out of 31 votes, should Godzilla have feathers?
100% say yes.
93% said no.
Ooh.
Which technically 94% because the yes was 6. Literally, Batdan was the one vote.
That's awesome.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Batdan. Next time I'm going to charge you 20.
Yeah, this is a great scene. Yep. I agree. That was a great scene.
Yeah, much needed for sure.
Batman saying the poll was rigged. That you paid for bots.
I paid for bots. I can't even afford a gamer card to do
Ryan
my Twitch
Swayze, for
streams.
real, buddy. This one's an awesome one.
What's up, Ryan? It's good to see you, dude. Hope you've been well, man.
Does that mean I can block him now? Guys, he's just foaming at the mouth right now. So I have been waiting for this all my life. Ever since he brought up Godzilla should have feathers.
He's been really he's wanted that shut down a long time, so I think he feels vindicated now.
He does feel vindicated. Every time Batman says, "Is like not this guy." Oracle's clock tower says, "Let him have his one vote."
What's up, Ryan Sawyer?
Says hi.
How you
Welcome,
doing?
Ryan
Happy
Sawyer.
Godzilla Day. We're just coming up kind of towards the end of Godzilla -1. We're about to get to the final battle. We have literally 33 minutes left of the movie. If you want to join us on Netflix or if you own it, I own it as well. So however you want to go about it, buddy. Good to see you. Hope life is treating you well. Mm. I definitely recommend. Ryan, did you see it in theaters for the re-release or when it first came out a year? Well, almost a year ago. It came out in Japan a year ago, but I think for us it was a little longer. I want to say it was like December 3rd. I think Japan got a whole month before us. Integrity, my man. The dude who never disappoints. 4K subs is inevitable. I wish. That'd be nice if it just happened like that, but it takes work. It does. It's already been a lot of work to get to 3K, but I appreciate you, dude. It's you guys who helped us get there. So thank you so much, man. It means a lot, Integrity. Mm. Look after Akiko. Use this money for her. I won't lie when I say this is one of those movies that it still hits hard every time, but you never beat that first experience watching it in theaters. And if I could wipe my memory and like watch it all over again, that would be awesome. 'Cause this film so good. So good.
Mm. So awesome.
Mm. It's amazing that even after my 4th time watching this, it still hits.
In the feels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. The Shout Factory DVD, oh, sorry,
Looks cool.
s looks cool.
That looks cool.
Pretty bright twice. I'm sorry. Have you guys heard they're making a sequel to Alien Romulus? I have, Ryan, and I'm excited. I
Mm.
think they deserve it. It was a solid film. I wish it was a little different. You saw our spoiler-free review, I'm sure. Um, I'll be curious to see where they go with it. I still need a conclusion to the Prometheus trilogy or whatever they were gonna do with it, how many more films. I heard Ridley Scott was gonna do 2 more movies for that one, so I need that. This scene in 40X was insane. You could literally feel the flying, the turning, Godzilla, like, the vibrations of him striking at you. It was cool.
Such a cool scene.
I
Shot
love
there.
that shot. Yeah. Stepping onto the beach. Ooh. Agreed, Benzilla. Agreed. And I also appreciate that Takashi and the sound design team were kind of okay. Like, if you listen to the quality of it, like the speakers have a hard time breaking down the details of that sound design, so it kind of crackles a little bit. If you've ever like listened to it with good headphones or just on really great speakers, it the roar doesn't work so well. Even in the Dolby theaters, it kind of struggles a little bit. And I feel like that was intentional because his roar would kind of break everything, like it's supposed to be shattering. I love that. It's brilliant.
Mm.
There is some Godzilla rides. Actually, one that Takashi Yamazaki directed at Toho.
Oh
That
wow,
it's like a virtual. It's kind of like the Spider-Man ride, Corey, at Universal Studios,
that's
where you're in a
awesome.
car thing. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a good point, King Donkey Kong. He says, "Don't worry, Kong would protect you." People are starting to debate whether or not Kong is greater than Godzilla. Trey, what is your thoughts?
What was that? What was the debate?
That Kong would have protected these people, and that Godzilla.
I think Kong would have got the hell out of there.
Kong's greater than Godzilla, bro.
No, dude. Even Kong's not an idiot. He would have saw Godzilla blow up and a nuclear
I love
bomb,
that music.
bomb blast would have hit, and he'd been like, "Nope, I'm out." The smile. I love that he smiles. He's like, "Yeah, I did that. I did that."
I'm not sure. I feel like you would agree that Kong is greater than Godzilla.
Oh, I love the
The
bass to
name
this.
definitely says it.
Chills. Oh my God, Corey. You can't change my name. I should never give you access to StreamYard.
Hmm. Wow. The iconic Godzilla theme is awesome and glad it inspired me to make my own music. Hmm. Oh man. Hmm.
Agreed, Kaiju. Yeah, absolutely, Craig.
I'm giving it all it's got, Captain.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. This is see the problem was they weren't singing Captain Quinn's song. Oh, well, may they do to your fresh Spanish ladies.
Farewell,
Well, may they do
adieu,
to your ladies of Spain.
Ha ha. I'm talking about a great Godzilla chief.
The great Godzilla chief. Maybe 100, maybe 300 footer.
Mm. Mm. I agree with it.
Mm. So nice. Would have been really awful if one of those lasers just
Right?
ah. I love this scene in particular just because it also reminds me of the end of the original 1954 Godzilla where Serizawa makes the final sacrifice and they all kind of take that moment to farewell.
Mm. Hallmark ending, baby. Mm. Mm.
Ah, damn, this movie's so good. Hallmarkzilla. I like that, Benzilla.
Markzilla.
Hashtag Hallmarkzilla. Oh man, it's still good, man. Year later, and this film still cooks.
Mm.
Oh man, awesome, so good. Oh, I'm just exiting out on Netflix real quick. It'll be crazy to see if this film makes it back to the top 10 list for Godzilla Day. Let's do it.
Ooh,
Let's get it back.
do it. Do it. But people would have to watch all the same one, right? That'd be the tough.
Hey, if we could do both, even cooler. See, I watched the color version now. I'll just go to the black and white now.
Yeah,
we're continuing the watch party. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
What does that mean on her neck? We need to know. I agree. And actually, Takashi Yamazaki actually talked about it on Twitter earlier today. Let's see if I can find the photo for you guys. Okay. Yep. Found it. All right. 1 second. I'll send it to myself so I can put it up. Because someone on Twitter actually asked him, like, hey, like, what does this mean? You know, are we going to ever get this answered? And oh, whoops. 1 second. It's not liking the file. Here we go. Is this am I seeing Hallmarkzilla trend on our chat now?
Yep.
You guys are freaking so silly. Well done, Benzilla. You did it, buddy. Okay, here you go. So yeah, so this is the tweet from Takashi Yamazaki responding to someone that was asking about the marking on her neck and what that meant. And he said, honestly, don't think Noriko will be saved unless there's something special. So he's kind of hinting that there's something going on, but it could be, I don't know, maybe because of the radiation, it could be cancerous and deadly to her. But I almost wonder, because he's like, unless there's something special, I wonder if they'll do like the Gamma thing where somewhat like Godzilla and, you know, her are connected in a way, or maybe she's healed by Mothra, you know. I could see them doing something like that, but it's kind of an interesting thing. Like, even he's kind of saying like, hey, right now it doesn't look good for Noriko. Her battle is not yet done, which is kind of crazy to think about. So I don't know, man. So that was the original line Japanese. Yeah, it was. I will go ahead and set the poll real quick because I know Oracle's been bugging me about it. As some of you know, my Wonder Wife and I are expecting a little child in, I think they're saying May 13th is kind of the day, so mid-May. So, you know, this Saturday upcoming, Sarah and I are going to find out if what the gender is, whether it's a boy or girl, but to have fun with it. Let's see what you guys think. Corey, while I'm making the poll, what do you think? What do you think it's going to be?
What do I think it's going to be?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just pray that it's, you know, healthy baby and all that. But I know you're hoping for a boy, but I don't know. I think I think it probably will be a boy, but I'll be super stoked if it's a girl as well. So I'm indifferent on it.
Okay.
Hashtag Hallmarkzilla.
I'd be curious to see what everyone thinks. But Corey, as we're waiting for that, it's been, as you guys know, we're celebrating 70 years of the King of the Monsters, man. And with one of the greatest films that just recently came out on his 69th birthday, right? This shows you how relevant this character has been able to stay over time. And I just love that. It makes me so happy because I remember when 2004, no, Oracle.
I like
I
what you
know
said.
when 2004 hit and we got Final Wars, it was the end. See you later, Benzilla. Have a good one, brother. It was, there was no plans to bring Godzilla back. So it was a very dark period for us Godzilla fans. We didn't know what was going to happen with our King of the Monsters. And to see him now just kind of dominating the way the King of the Monsters is makes me so happy and just humbled, and like it's a great feeling as a Godzilla fan because I remember being a little bit teased. Corey was part of that. Corey used to tease me all the time. But it was even something like Wonder Wife was kind of like, you're kind of weird about the Godzilla theme. Like she was like, my dad loves Godzilla too, but like you guys are weird. And then finally I got her to start watching Godzilla movies, and you know what? Look what it is. She's now watching Godzilla movies. She actually told me earlier this morning when I woke up, she was like, "Happy Godzilla Day, babe." And I was like, "Hey, happy Godzilla Day." And she's like, "You want to watch all the Godzilla movies from the Monsterverse?" And I was just like, "Say no more."
Yep.
Say no more. I'm in. But yeah, man, it's cool stuff for sure. Corey, while we wait, can you play? Hopefully Toho won't take us down. Toho, please. I'm only playing it to celebrate your iconic IP and to promote, you guys and like everything that Godzilla is. But I want to celebrate the 70 years. Here's a little quick video from Toho about the 70 years of Godzilla. Corey, can you share your screen and play it?
Yes, sir. Make it big.
Makes me happy, dude. It's crazy, right? Like you see all of the generations of Godzilla, all the iterations, all the differences where it's very much a symbolism and metaphor for the nuclear bomb that hit Japan, and that kicked it all off, right? The kind of the darkness of that. And then you get the silly, comedic, superhero, fun-loving, kid-friendly Godzilla in the Showa era. And then Heisei, you kind of get back to a little bit, it's still kind of the superhero thing, but he's a little bit more of a menace. And then you get the 1998 Sony Godzilla that gives it definitely a new spin, a little sleeker look. As Patrick Tatopoulos said, sexier Godzilla. And then you get the Millennium era where it's just kind of, once again, still kind of superhero, but it's still kind of playing both sides. And, then the legendary verse with the monster verse being, the balance of nature. And then now getting back to what they're doing with the recent Godzilla stuff from Toho, which has just been Shin Godzilla was absolutely amazing. You got Godzilla -1 and a new Godzilla film coming from Takashi Yamazaki. It just shows that no matter how this character is done, no matter the changes, the creative liberties they continue to take to modernize this character, there's still clearly an audience that keeps showing up, and Godzilla is going to be here much longer than I am, and that makes me happy. I'm happy to know that future Bat Channel baby will be able to watch some Godzilla movies and maybe think of dad, when he does that. So that's kind of the cool thing. My dad shared with me and Corey, and I'll be able to get to share with my child. So it makes me happy. It's a cool generational theme,
Right.
What you think, Corey, after watching that video, and you who are not too well versed, you're getting into the Godzilla stuff, but seeing the legacy and maybe some clips of things you've never seen movie wise for Godzilla, what's your thoughts kind of coming into it?
I'm pumped, man. I want more Godzilla. Like, I really want more like Monarch Monstars or excuse me Monarch oh gosh, just faced it. Um Kurt Russell's Monarch.
Monarch Legacy of Monsters you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, Monarch Legacy of Monsters, yeah. I want more of that. I want more Godzilla in general. I want to do some more Godzilla content on here, Trey, so we can start watching some more stuff on here with Godzilla, buddy.
Yeah, dude. 2025 is gonna be fun because I do have some films planned for us to check out because and I know I saw just King Donkey Kong's that I need another Kong movie. Next year we're going to be celebrating 20 years Peter Jackson's King Kong. So we'll be able to, and we're going to do the extended cut of that one. I don't even bother with the theatrical edition on that one. So next year is definitely going to be a kaiju filled year for the Bat Channel. So I'm excited to kind of share more of that and kind of ingest Corey into this culture in this world of kaiju magic and get him a little bit more experienced and cultured with it a little bit. What's up, Richard? How you doing, man? King of the Monsters. Yeah, buddy.
King of the
Richard,
Monsters.
good to see you here. Let us know in the chat. We just finished watching Godzilla -1, but let us know in the chat maybe what your favorite Godzilla movie is. And guys, if you haven't voted on what do you think the gender will be of Baby Bat Channel, my child at Wonder Wife and I are going to have in May. Let vote now. I'm curious to see what you guys say. Corey already told you what I want. I'm panicking if it's a girl. I'm not sure I'll be able to convince her that Godzilla is cool. I don't know. I got Sarah to do it though. I got Sarah. Sarah loves Mothra though. That's her favorite character. She was so excited when Godzilla Kong came out and saw Mothra in there. So that makes me happy. Corey, let's think about this. Out of all the films you've seen so far, you've seen all the MonsterVerse. You've seen the original Gojira, 1954. You've seen. Oh, are you talking? If you are, Corey, you're muted.
Oh, yep, I was. Sorry. Yeah, keep going.
Oh, okay. You've seen Godzilla -1. You've seen the 1998 Godzilla.
Yep.
For you so far, like to you, what makes a good Godzilla movie at this point?
Menace Godzilla.
For you, it's the Menace Godzilla. You like him to be kind of the punishment of humanity,
I like Godzilla don't give no shit. Godzilla. He's just
unapologetic Godzilla.
Yeah, he's just here to mess shit up. Love that about Godzilla. I want to see him like wreck stuff, destroy lives, just be a straight menace. And the fact that he's smiling and just like look at him locked in back there, bro. Look at him locked in on those guys. It's like you're a little tiny little boat, but I'm gonna kill you. Like that's awesome Godzilla to me. So I do like MonsterVerse Godzilla, as well, where he's kind of running the shit, King of the Monsters, but like
balance of nature.
Yeah, but Menace Godzilla, man, he is fun to watch, dude. Like, just bashing down buildings and just being a straight maniac is awesome, man. That's the Godzilla that I've been enjoying the most out of.
Okay, that gives me a good idea of like what you and I are going to be doing, at least in some of the films I'm going to have us do watch parties of at some point. We're definitely going to watch them all, but it'll give me an idea of what I think I know you're going to like. And it gets me really excited to eventually show you Shin Godzilla, because Shin Godzilla is a film I really wanted to do a watch party of for a while, because the ending is so mind-blowing that I need to get people's opinions on it. I remember sitting in theaters for the first time, and for those who are just joining our channel for the first time, there's a cute little story that when Wonder Wife Sarah and I were first starting to date, we weren't married yet. She thought it'd be really cute because she knew I was a Godzilla fan. She heard a Godzilla movie was coming out in theaters, and she decided to take me to it and keep it a surprise. And us getting to the theater, she had no idea that it was going to be a film in Japanese with English subtitles. And she's like, we get there to.
Oh, your mic. Did you mute yourself?
I bumped the cord and muted myself. But where I think what I was saying is, she took me to the theater and it was like totally geeked out, all these fans for Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, and she sits out in the theater and I'm super excited. I'm stoked. I'm like, oh my god, this is a great date. And the movie starts playing and I just see her like turn her head and she's like, it's not going to be like this the entire time, is it? I was like, yeah, this is what it is. What did you think was going to happen? She was like, I thought it was going to be like English voiceover, and I was just like, oh sweetheart. You're in it. Richard Warner says, as a child of black and white on the Late Show, so well done. First time seeing Godzilla, had my total imagination, the crushing of cities underfoot. Couldn't get my child head around that part. Oh yeah, man. Absolutely, Richard. That's cool. It is a thing of childlike wonder. I think the weird part is I remember when my dad showed us the 1954 Godzilla from Creature Features, and he was like, hey, you really like dinosaurs, Trey, you should watch this. And I watched it with him, and for some reason, even as a kid, I kind of recognized that Godzilla was something more than just a monster destroying cities. Like there was something, he was a symbolism for something, he was coming at it in a way where he was a force of nature that was punishing us for doing something so horrible. So I don't know. It's, oh no. Super Bat Mom says, baby Hamsmith, I hope it's a girl. Granddadpool will be a puddle of mush, and I really love to witness that. No, yet I think Trey's deja vu is strong for a boy. Either way, you're super excited. Yeah. Yes, Dad. Granddadpool wants it to be a girl to torture me. All right, guys, I'll give you 1 more minute and we'll close the poll real quick. Dad, yeah. See, that's the funny part. Is like Dad hated subtitles, but well, I guess technically Dad didn't show me the original 1954 Gojira. It was actually the one with Raymond Burr, the 1956 Godzilla. So that was my first iteration, and I remember being blown away by that movie and thinking it was so good. I don't even know how old I was when I watched it. I was a little guy though. Yep, English language version. Yeah, that's right, Richard. Yep. All right, guys. Corey, are we ready to find out here?
Yeah, I'm curious, man. What people are saying, buddy.
All right, ending the poll in 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ooh.
Oh, it's taking a second. Oh god, I'm afraid to look because I feel like whatever the outcome is, that's what it's gonna be.
or
maybe they're wrong. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the gender will be of Baby Bat Channel out of 29 votes? 41% say girl. 59% say boy. That makes me feel bad. It's a little close for comfort, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's really, really close, buddy. That's really close.
No, it's not. It's not close at all. Correct.
Correct. Yeah, we may. I like what Mom says here next, Trey. Look, if we need a live Bat Channel gender reveal.
A live Bat Channel. I don't know if we'll do that. It's going to be difficult enough to show a stream for family who aren't going to be able to attend. I don't know if I'll make a YouTube.
That's how we do it, Trey. We're gonna push it all. Like
I actually have an idea though, Corey. You know what'd be cool? I'll see if I can figure it out. I'll see if I can figure out a quick way to do an animation where it's a Bat Channel signal light, and it'll either turn blue or it'll turn pink. And that's how we'll reveal to everybody on the Bat Channel what it is. So, oh my gosh.
Okay. It's a girl.
Jesus. Nope. I agree. Super Bat Mom vote on it. Man, it's so cool. So cool. Like you said, Richard Warren says, my cousin had a model kit of Godzilla walking across the cityscape base stand. Oh, whoa. That's cool. I dig that, Richard. That's awesome, man. Oh, Yeah, well, there's Toho's coming out with some pretty cool Godzilla stuff. I don't know exactly what the card game is going to be, but the fact that they're doing a Digimon crossover, which is part of my childhood as well, is pretty cool. And then, of course, they're releasing some DVD collections of the short films from Godzilla Day, and also some 4K re-releases of some classic Godzilla films. So it's a damn good time to be a Godzilla fan. I'll be curious to see what Takashi Yamazaki is coming up with the new Godzilla film, whether it will be a sequel, because I think we need some answers on Noriko. Just whatever he envisions, I think he's going to get a bigger budget. I think he's going to kill it with whatever he decides to do. And of course, the Monsterverse continuing with season 2 of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, some other spin-offs that they haven't announced yet. I'm hoping that O'Shea Jackson Jr. one comes out. In fact, I might reach out to him and see if we can get him on the channel to talk about some of those ideas. I know he's not going to want to give, let everything out because he's going to want to save the surprise, but he's already released a couple of concept arts that I think are just absolutely phenomenal. So I'm excited. I said it last year, I'll say it this year, guys. It's a damn good time to be a Godzilla fan, and I'm proud to share this with our channel, with our battalion community, and I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for Godzilla -1 watch party. It's one of the best films, period. Not just Godzilla film, not just a monster science fiction film, war film. It's one of the best movies. Belongs in the top 100 list of cinema all time. So you got to say it. Super Bro Corey said, I voted for Healthy Baby, but in the poll, girl, how dare you? No. If it's a girl, I'll name her King Kong. Just kidding. Yeah. Corey, do you have anything you want to talk about real quick before we wrap up tonight's show?
Dude, black and white was awesome. Godzilla -1 color was fantastic.
That's right. You did watch it in black and white. So you enjoyed that, huh?
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. I would watch it again like that. That's for sure.
Out of curiosity, is it going to be your go-to way of watching it?
I don't know if it'll be go-to, just seeing this shot here in color is just amazing. But black and white was phenomenal as well. Black and white was absolutely fantastic. So, yep, Funko Corey, you got to always an event.
Amen, Richard.
Thank you, Red Dead Outlaw. I don't know about I don't know where all you guys are at with kids and uncles and nephews and aunts and such like that. But all I know is water guns and Nerf guns are so much cooler now. So I'm already looking at oh yeah, that's a fully automatic squirt gun. I want that. I want that.
Oh man.
I'm going to get one for the kid as well, and we're going to terrorize Trey of the Bat Channel. So it's going to be awesome to terrorize Trey with his own kids. So looking forward to it.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, that does it. If it's a boy, we call him Godzilla. If I could convince Sarah, maybe, I think she's kind of stuck on the name that I picked already. Well, we picked already, but that's cool. We picked it, and she liked it. We, all of us. But guys, I want to think. Oh, see, Wonder Wife's already giving me a dirty look. Sarah, boy or girl?
It's a boy. I commented.
Oh, you commented? Oh, I totally missed it.
She just did.
Yep. I love it. It's a boy. I feel it in my bones.
I like the squirt gun idea.
Man,
she heard her, right? She said she loved the squirt gun idea.
This is live. Well, this is live. Are we going to delete this thing later when it comes out as a girl and she's going to be like, oh, they wanted me to be a boy,
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, once again, thank you so much for hanging out with the Bat Show on our Monarch Monstars stream. We got some more great Godzilla content coming for you guys, so it helps us out so much, guys. When you smash out, you share this video, subscribe, help us get to 10,000 subs. I know we're only at 3K, but we're in about 4 or 5. We getting all the way up into 10, so we can do some even more cooler stuff. But guys, we love you. Have a wonderful Godzilla Day. Celebrate. Have a good time. Let us know in the comments, replay crew, what some of your favorite Godzilla moments or movies are. We'd love to hear from you guys. But thank you so much. I am your host, Trey. Your horse, Trey? I think I said your horse, Trey.
You definitely said your horse, Trey.
That's what you got too? My God.
I'm your horse, Trey.
I'm your horse, Trey. Ride it like a cowboy. Jesus.
You're done.
I am your host, Trey, with Hallmarkzilla Super Bro Corey. And don't forget to tune in weekly.
Cohorse.
Yeah.
Horse. Yep. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Same bad time.
Same bat channel. And guys, now, as always, like we like to do when we end a Monarch Monstar stream, don't forget to take care of each other, but also remember your Titan preparedness plan. What's up?
Before we go there, Richard Warner just asked what kind of hat with a red dot.
What kind of hat?
You talking about my hat, or are you talking about?
I think talking about Super Bro Corey's. Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, it's actually not a red dot. Corey, zoom up close on your hat, dude. It's cool.
The Super Bro logo.
Yeah, buddy. I love it. It's a good hat.
Super fresh.
It's a good hat. The Super Bro.
Man of Steel style. Yeah, buddy. Embroidered. Got the underneath and inside. Henry Cavill. Yes, sir. The material is like his suit, so it feels and looks awesome.
Yeah, guys. As we end tonight, we'll try it again. Yeah. Thank you so much for, as always, watching the show. We appreciate you guys. We like to leave you with a little special sponsor message to remind you guys to be careful and safe in a world full of Titans. Here is the Titan Preparedness Plan emergency announcement. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, everyone. Peace.
And now a special message brought to you by the Titan Preparedness Plan.
With the recent spike in Titan sightings circulating on social media, proactive preparation for a Titan emergence event is crucial. A single towering force of nature has the potential to forever alter the lives of millions. It is our mission to help you prepare for that force. The Titan Preparedness Plan is your guide to staying safe in the face of monsters. These are the 3 steps you need to know. 1. Know before you go. Identify the location of your nearest Titan shelter and practice navigating a Titan evacuation route with your family on a weekly basis. 2. Run and take cover. In the case of a Titan emergence, calmly sprint to the nearest Titan shelter. If your designated shelter is inaccessible or at capacity, seek the basement or lowest floor of a nearby building. 3. Stay informed. Follow any further instruction from local authorities and stay informed using your mobile device, television, or radio. We can't stop a Titan emergence, but we can safeguard our lives. Join us in building a safer, more resilient community. We are here to protect you.